Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jess if you're new here, and on my channel I love to talk about all things mom related. And in today's video I'm really excited to set up my mom catch-all planner. Now even if you're not a mom and you're just a busy person with a lot of different elements in your life, I think this video would be very beneficial to you. I also hope for this video to be inspirational to those who are very familiar with planning, maybe change things up, give your planner a little refresh. I'm going to be setting up my 2020 Happy Planner, and this has about 6 different sections in it and 3 actual planners in it, so it's called a frankenplanner. So I'd love for you to keep on watching if you are curious how I set it up for 2020. So what I'm going to first do is take the cover off of this. This is the cover to the 18-month 2019 to 2020's Faith Planner, but I've used the Faith Planner as my daily, and I can show you that in a different video of how I've kind of used washi tape. And this is the cover, and I'm going to add actually some rose gold rings to it. Right now I have light lavender on there, and I'm going to add rose gold because I just think that rose gold goes well with different spreads and stuff when it's open. So anyways, we're going to start with that, and then I'm going to put the things that have worked for me in here. I'm also going to add some new planners into my planner. Okay, so this is just empty front and back. I didn't find that I liked any kind of front covers from the new release, so I'm just going to use this again, and I actually do like that, the reminder to just take a deep breath and be still. And I also have a little pen loop here that I got from Amazon. It came in a pack of many, so I can link that below. Now we're going to start adding things from my old planner that really worked well. So I like having these sticky notes, just one little thing of sticky notes, and I like having sticky notes just to kind of put something down in my calendar that's not permanent yet, just kind of an idea. And I also like to use it for my filming social media area. And in a separate video I can go into more detail about how I use things, and but this will be a really long video if I tell you all the details of everything. So I'm going to add that. So this has a year at a glance. And I like to keep 2 months of the year in my catch-all planner because I like to keep the previous month. So I'm going to keep December, and I'm going to keep January because I like to refer, let's say there was something that I did really well last month, like, oh, I really like the way I cleaned my home, and how did I do that? What was my schedule? So I like to refer back sometimes to the previous month. And I also am going to do something new this year, and I'm going to use the currently page, and this is January's, and it's connected to a December page, and so I'm just going to keep the previous month and the current month in my planner. All right, I'm going to put month of January. I like keeping these little bookmarks for the month that we're on and then the week that we're on. And I made a little bookmark here just to have a little tab that says today, and again, some scrapbook paper, my silhouette, cut out a little design, and I laminated it. And that always stays in my today, but I like having it super small like that so it doesn't really cover up my view of my week. All right, so that is that. And then I do have February in here. Maybe I should keep February as well. Just we'll see if it gets a little too fat. But I just love these dividers. That's kind of why I'm keeping this format, because honestly, it's kind of a pain to, not a pain, but just another step to take washi tape and cover up these every week. But I really love the dividers, and so for that, I'm continuing my process of covering up. And we are going to Florida in February, and things are coming up, so that's kind of why I kept February in here as well, even though I just told you I keep 2 months. I have 3 months. So there's 3 months in here. We'll see how fat this planner gets, but Now I'm going to add a divider. So this is unlabeled, but it's going to show that we're going to print out on my Brother label maker here. It's going to say home. And so this is going to be my home section. So that was my like daily. So in my daily, I keep my chores. I keep my just what appointments that we have. I keep just checklists of what I want to do on the daily. And so that's what all of this calendar is used for. Now this section that's coming is all the places that I reference, the things that I use to help me with my daily. So it's called my home section. And I just got these dividers and I need to label them. So this is going to say home. So I like to have top tabs and side tabs, just so I can look at it different ways for organization. This came in the home kit, the household kit, and it says chores, and I've made my own chores. I actually currently have a list going right now of things to help me clean up after the holidays and after we were sick. So I have that in there with a little bookmark so I can turn to it every day and check things off. Or I can also use this to put in my daily calendar what I want to do that day in order to check it off. So put that in there. I also have a cleaning schedule that I made. This I can go into more detail, but right now we're just kind of setting up my planner. So if you want to see more details of things, I will make a more in-depth video on that. I'll flip through with in-depth talking about things, but now I'm just going to kind of tell you the sections I'm putting in here. So this is a daily chore checklist. I haven't used these yet for about 3 or 4 months since I've gotten it, so maybe I should just not. I'm going to just keep one page in here and see if I end up using it. But Habit Planner makes this, so if you don't feel like making your own, it's a really good sheet to have. I would assume, although I've not used it, so maybe it's not a good sheet to have. Something I made the last time and then all these kind of more random times where you don't clean something every single day, like dust the blinds. I don't do that every single week, but I want to make sure I have the last time that I did something. Okay, so meal planning is also going to go in this home section, and I don't really meal plan at all, so it's very empty. I do like having this in here, the common kitchen substitutes, and I'm also going to print out some of our very regularly, like I make these cookies kind of once a month that I want to keep the recipe. I also have an orzo recipe we really love, so I can keep like favorite recipes in here, but most of the time I just stick to what I've always made and don't really venture out into new recipes. Maybe I will this year, but this is the coupon tab. So what I like to do is, I don't have a junk drawer, and I'm trying to clean out as much paper as possible from my home. And so for coupons that come in from our local grocery store, I put in here, and as long as they're not expired, they stay in here. So when I'm doing my grocery list, which I do keep in here, I can look and also see, I have coupons for things. So it's nice having the coupons right in here, right when I'm making my grocery list. And I also use ClickList, which is our grocery store's version of like where you go and pick something up. They shop for you in store. And so I'm usually on my phone seeing what coupons I have and writing down a list too in my planner. All right, so that was the home section. This next section is going to be divided by this divider, and it's going to be my finance section. Now, there are finance planners that Happy Planner makes. But I'm not going to use a finance planner because I don't need to track a whole lot of things. And so what I'm going to do though is I really want to track just kind of our spending habits and our income, and when my husband gets bonuses, and we do want to pay off our student loans this year. That is a goal, and so just kind of how to pay those off. So this is something I made pretty quickly with some stickers. And then here, I tried to cover things up knowing that I was going to be going through this, but this is an envelope of bills. Now, most of my things are auto pay, but if it's not auto pay, like a random walk-in clinic bill or something like that, it goes in there so I remember where it's at and I can pay it quickly. And I don't have, again, I don't have stuff like that getting lost in a junk drawer. It's all here in my planner. Okay, the next section is going to be new for me, and this is where we're adding a new planner. This is going to be my fitness and health planner. And I'm only going to add 1 month at a time of that. Because as you can tell, it's getting a little bit thick already. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this new Happy Planner Encourager planner. And I'm going to, every month, take out 1 month of this. It's like wellness and fitness. At the first of every month, I'm going to put my weight. And so every, I think every week, I'm going to do my inches and kind of lay it out that way and use this calendar that way for my fitness and health. So we'll use those 2 pages, or actually there's more than 2 pages. And then I'm going to use January. And the reason I chose this one over the fitness is because the fitness had some sections that I felt like I wouldn't use. Because I'm not tracking my food right now. And I really liked the dividers of this. I liked that it was more encouraging, hence the name Encourager. And I liked the sections. And again, I can go do a more in-depth flip through of how I'm going to use these sections to hopefully help me achieve my goals. But this is just to show you. This is the monthly layout for the Encourager. And then we also have the weekly spread, which is a vertical, but it has different sections in here that I plan on using to really help me reach my goals. I just had a baby 3 months ago, and so I have some fitness goals, definitely. So I want to really be intentional about my fitness and all of that. So that's all that I'm going to use out of this planner. So if you're new to frankenplanning, you just take 1 month, and then this sits on my shelf, and then every month I go through and I'm going to put a new month. I take this month out, I put it in the back of this, and then I put the new month in there. And that way you can have many different planners all in one. Okay, so now for the next section. This is actually going to be my bookmark. Oh yeah, this is my bookmark for what week I'm on and my fitness. So I'll just put that right here. And I might make myself a smaller one, but this was just going to be a little indicator where I am in that week for fitness. Now my next section is going to be, I'm referring to my notes, my social media section. So again, I'm going to make tabs up here that says social media so I can see it from the front. This divider, I already have this from my old planner, how I've used social media. This is going to be the bookmark of where we're at, and for social media, I'm actually adding a new planner. So I've not done this, we'll see how it works. I will update you, but this is going to be my social media planner. I'm using the Stargazer. Okay, so I'm gonna use these pages here to use when I upload. I like to highlight the individual days of my upload because YouTube is more of a hobby for me, and I don't necessarily say I'm going to upload every Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or something like that. And so I just like to kind of see my pattern and see how many I've done. I have 2 YouTube channels, and so it helps me keep track of that. Then I'm going to use these year at a glances or perpetual calendars, whatever they're actually called, to track my numbers. Numbers doesn't always matter, but it is nice to know. So that is going to be everything for my social media area. I also have some checklists. Let me add that in here. I'm going to add my YouTube ideas and my YouTube checklist into here. It's not complete, but I do have some ideas that I for videos for both of my channels, so I'm going to add that in the back here. I might put a little divider or something in here for that, or maybe even have it in the front. I haven't decided yet. I need to play around with this, and then I'll figure out where I'm going to keep those lists. So that's for social media. And the last section is going to be my Commonplace notebook. Like I said, I keep this in a central area of my home where I'm always referencing it. And so I thought about starting a Commonplace notebook or Commonplace area that I can have for notes, for things that my kids say, for quotes, because I listen to a lot of podcasts and YouTube. And so when I listen to those things, I can come here and I can write stuff down. And what I do plan on doing is using that currently page that I talked to you about right here, and using my Commonplace notes to fill my currently page. So we'll see how that goes too. I'll let you know, but that's kind of my idea of being able to take a lot of notes and a lot of maybe things that I just kind of throw onto here, and I'm able to kind of organize it and almost do a what stood out to me this month, and what, just kind of something like that, where I have an overview of the previous month, and then I can go through and really look back and see every month kind of what I learned, or what stood out to me, or what the kids said or did, or achievements, or my 3-month-old sat up, just stuff like that. I'm going to keep in this Commonplace area and then update in my currentlies. I'm going to give myself quite a few sheets of paper to add notes there. Now, this might make my planner a little bit thick, so we'll see if I need to keep that many at a time, because my planner paper is pretty close by to where I keep my planner. And my last little section here is going to just be for lists. So what I was going to do, I forgot. This isn't going to be lists. This is going to say kids. And this is going to just help me know what is kids. I might do that, or I might just kind of write in a different color pen if it's something about my kids. So, but what I thought I could do is have different color paper for my kids. So it helps my brain kind of say, okay, the kids stuff goes here. It might be too much, so I might end up just keeping everything in the one Commonplace area. Because, yeah. So that's gonna just not even say kids, I don't think, up here. I just know that it's not clear and it'll work. Now this last thing is going to be lists. And this is a divider I made, and it already has lists on here. So I'm just going to have this be the place where I have literally, like, this is my Christmas list I want to show you. But like just scrap paper that it's not my Commonplace where it's a lot of different like intentional writing down. This is more of just writing down things that are just making lists. So I don't know how else to say it. What I want to write down for my YouTube video. That's just eventually, once I film this, I'm going to throw this away, this piece of paper away. So that's what I'm going to keep in here. Just like a notebook. I have a little bit of that, and then I also have a folder in the very back of my planner with another loop. This I actually thought about having for if my kids draw me something, or something of just, yeah, if the kids draw me something, maybe put in here, and then I could possibly punch it out and put it in our like memory area when I'm storing it. So, and it has a pen loop on it, so I can have 2 pens. And in the very, very back, I might put these things in here. This is just like scrap paper, but I kind of already feel like I have enough paper. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do, this is like a half sheet with just a checklist. I like that. I like the half sheet. I might not keep the full sheet here because I've never used this paper before. It's nice. I like the concept, but since I've never used it, I'm trying to become more minimal in what I keep and what I keep in my planner even. And so let's just see if I end up even using these half sheets. If not, then they're going to get decluttered out of my binder when I do my next refresh. So it looks quite chunky, but not too big where I need expanders, because I really don't like, I like expanders for my homeschool binder, but not for this one. I also am not going to keep this in a deluxe cover. I like having it open to the week. Okay, so let's say for Christmas week, I like having this open on my table just like this, so that way I can see everything, and then flip it open, flip it this way, because if it was in a deluxe cover, it wouldn't be able to fold like that, and it just takes up less room on my table where I keep this. So that is going to be how I have this planner. So now I'm going to print out on my label maker the labels for this, and then I'll do a quick recap flip through of what I have and how it's set up. So it printed out like that. So now I'm going to do a quick flip through of everything that I've done here. So we have sticky notes, we have my daily, and then I have home section. Home section includes my chores, my meal plans, and my coupons. And then I have my finances. My finances includes, and I'm going to be doing more labels on the side here, just for time's sake. My daughter's nap is almost done, and so I wanted to get this filmed for you guys, and I'll do this in a little bit. So finances includes a folder for just in case I need to keep something in here. I also like it that it just kind of covers up, like kind of like a privacy screen for my binder. And then bills that need to be paid, my health. I'm also probably going to add a couple more trackers in here, like our payments, paying off the student loans, and also where we want to donate money to and things like that. This is my health section, is what I decided to call it. And that has all of this, where I'm going to track my weight once a month and then measurements a couple times a month. I could also do workouts and stuff in that area too, but I do plan on using this calendar to track my workout ideas. So currently area of where I am with my working out and health. And then we have the social media section, lots of polka dots. And that is the Stargazer. And my YouTube ideas. So I think I just added the calendars. See, this is good that we're flipping through it. I didn't actually add the month. So I'm going to add January in here. Okay, so I added the actual calendar. So that's going to be my social media. This is where I can go into more depth of how I'm going to use this layout for social media. And then I have my YouTube ideas. And then I have my Commonplace notebook, which this might actually be open to quite a bit and flipped like this and just have this open. So I can be writing things down throughout the day, something somebody says, something my kids say, something I hear on a podcast. And then this bookmark signifies where, like, for my kids section possibly. And then my list section, which is still kind of under Commonplace. I don't really have a divider for it. I could put a divider for it. We'll see if I want one, but this kind of acts as a divider for it in essence. So that is how my frankenplan is planned. All right, so this is my planner. This is what it looks like from the top here. You can see different names and the tabs here. Once I pay this bill, it won't be sticking out as much and it won't be as bulky. And then on the side, I have all of my different calendars in here, and then I'll have the different sections as well over here. And I can go into more depth, like I keep saying, and show you how I'm using it, maybe do some plan with me's, but this is going to be how I frankenplan for at least the first half of 2020. We'll see how it goes. I love that it's Happy Planner allows me to change things up if something's not working. Let's say I realize I don't really use my social media planner the way I thought, so I can just tear it out, add something new in there if I want to, and I just really enjoy the functionality of Happy Planner, and I also love to decorate it, and it just really works for me. So that is what I'm going to have, and I'm really excited. Now I can start, now that I filmed this video, I feel like I can start really getting into this and planning planning out my coming weeks. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Again, leave questions in the comments below. I know planning, if you're a planner newbie, this could be kind of overwhelming. You don't need 5 or 6 planners in one. One could just work really well for you. For me, I like having it all sectioned out so I can stay organized, and it works well for me. So I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I hope you have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.